Welcome to Lesson 14, your final video of this educational series. I want you to give yourself a big pat on the back for making it through this far, and you are now on your way to playing this marvelous game. I also want to encourage you to rewatch these videos over and over again until you feel comfortable with all of the processes. And I'd like to suggest that you consider purchasing my book, Unlocking the Secrets of American Mahjong. This will be a great companion to what you've learned in this video series. Thanks for watching and happy Mahjonging. You'll need a lot of support after learning Mahjong, so take the following steps before watching this final video. Join my Ask the Mahjong Teacher Facebook group. Here you can ask any game-related questions and I will provide you with an answer in a timely manner. Join my MahjCon Facebook group. Here you can keep up on both online and in-person events going on throughout the year. Visit MahjCon.com and complete the subscribe to the email list form at the bottom of the homepage. And bookmark this website. There is a plethora of information on the website for you to peruse. Check out Mahjpedia, a searchable database with all of the National Mahjong League rules, which can also be found on this website. And also check out the Maj database. Here you could search for other players in your area to connect with, whether you're on vacation, have moved to a new location, or just need to find a new group. Please consider adding your name to the player database, and you can do so by emailing Debbie at MahjCon.com. Let's dive right into tips and reminders. The colors on the card do not correspond to the suit tiles, despite the potential misconception. The colors simply indicate the number of suits in a hand. One color equals one suit, two colors equal two suits, and three colors equals three suits. You may call to expose on hands marked with an X. You cannot call to expose on hands marked with a C unless the tile you want to call completes your Mahjong hand. If playing for money, the value at the end of the hand is in cents. 25 equals 25 cents. If not playing for money, the values would be equivalent to points. A single tile is a tile sitting on its own or next to other tiles that do not match. An example of this is the 2023 grouping or the news grouping. Two identical tiles form a pair. Three identical tiles form a pung. Four identical tiles form a kong. Five identical tiles, which may include one or more jokers, form a quint. The white dragon can be referred to as a white or soap, and the white dragon serves as a zero when used in year hands. The Charleston consists of two parts. The first Charleston comprising of the initial three moves. The second Charleston comprising of the subsequent three moves. And the final pass, which is the optional across. The optional pass is done between the two players sitting opposite each other. The player that has the fewest number of tiles to pass is the one that prevails. So if a player wants one and the other one wants three, the player with one to pass is the one that prevails, and therefore only one tile would be passed. If one of the players said zero, then the optional pass would not be performed. Blind passes are permitted on the first left and the last right. And the reason it is called a blind pass is because you are not supposed to look at the tiles. You are taking from the receiving pass. If you want to stop the Charleston, you need to alert your opponents before or during the first left by saying something like, "Hold up, I might stop it," or go slow after this pass. This is important because if someone picks up their second left and looks at it, it would be too late for you to stop it. During the game, when you want to call a tile, you need to verbally announce it by exclaiming, "Call! I want that," or "I'll take that." Any of those are acceptable. Then pick up the tile, place it on the flat part of your rack, which is the top part, and proceed by bringing the other tiles up from your hand, which are on the slanted part of your rack. Remember, you can modify your exposure, add to it, or take away, or even change a tile that you accidentally took from your rack, as long as it is done prior to discarding. This only applies to tiles taken from your rack, and not if a wrong tile has been picked up after calling. Joker exchanges are performed after you either pick a tile from the wall or call a tile. When executing a Joker exchange, announce it first by saying, "May I have your Joker, please?" and then perform a hand-to-hand exchange. It is recommended to do a hand-to-hand exchange because if you don't and you place the tile on the table without first announcing your intentions to do a Joker exchange, it would be considered a discard, and then you would lose your opportunity for that Joker, and we don't want to lose opportunities for valuable Jokers. During the game, be sure to space your exposures. It is the courteous thing to do. But keep in mind, you do not need to put your exposures in order. After all, that would make it easier for your opponents to figure out your hand. Get in good form by closing any gaps in your tiles on the slope part of your rack. This will avoid giving clues to your opponents by ensuring your tiles sit closely together. And be courteous at all times. When you are lucky enough to do a Joker exchange, it is polite to ask, "May I have your Joker, please?" rather than saying, "I'll take your Joker." And here are some final reminders. Remember, you are building a hand, and building anything takes time. Choose one or more categories where you have the most tiles and avoid settling in on one hand until you have run out of discards. After you declare Mah Jongg and bring up all the tiles from your rack, it is important to put your hand in order so that everyone can verify that you have a valid win. And most of all, stay positive and be patient while learning. Mah Jongg is a challenging game that requires practice and time to achieve a greater level of play. All right, coming up soon, there will be a bonus scoring video, so watch out for that on YouTube. And I will have full games at ilovemahj.com for you to watch at your leisure. Now I get to say a big congratulations. You have finished the entire video series. You should be very proud of yourselves, so give yourself a big pat on the back. This is an amazing accomplishment, and you are going to enjoy so many years to come playing this amazing game. Now it's time for you to start playing on your own. So please head over to ilovemahj.com and sign up for the 3-week trial membership so you can put into practice everything you've learned. Did you find this video series on Mah Jongg valuable and informative? If so, consider supporting our work by making a donation. Your contribution will help us continue creating high-quality educational content and expand our efforts to promote the joy of Mah Jongg to even more enthusiasts like yourself. Every donation, no matter the amount, makes a difference in supporting our mission. Click the link in the description below to make a donation securely. Thank you so much for your support. I want to remind you again to subscribe to the MahjCon YouTube channel and click the bell to get reminders if you haven't already done so. This will conclude Lesson 14. If you have any questions, be sure to email me at debbie@MahjCon.com. And thanks so much for watching this educational video series on how to learn American Mahjong. I'll see you soon.